Welcome back to an introduction to machine learning. We've just discussed in the previous video neural networks. Now it's time to look at some resources. So questions you might have coming into this could be, where should I go if I want to get better at Python? And what are the machine learning libraries in Python? So we're going to provide links to tutorials and textbooks that will help you get better at Python, and provide some links to machine learning library documentation. If you're unfamiliar with Python, these two tutorials will be very helpful that you can follow using the links here and here. Throughout this tutorial, we're going to be using two main Python libraries discussed here. NumPy, sometimes called NumPy. You can see its documentation here. And pandas, whose documentation you can see here. If you're unfamiliar with these packages, I would recommend reading the introduction to the documentation pages for NumPy slicing, NumPy operations, and pandas data frames, or sitting down with the textbook link here if you have it available. In a few hours, you should get a good idea of how they work. Now for machine learning libraries in Python. Two main libraries we'll focus on in this tutorial are scikit-learn and PyTorch. You can see the documentation for scikit-learn in this link and the documentation for PyTorch in this link. You might be asking about GPUs, since after all, this tutorial leads directly on to another tutorial, machine learning on GPUs, which you can check out at this link. Scikit-learn doesn't have GPU support, therefore should only be used for training simple neural networks. PyTorch, on the other hand, does have GPU support, therefore can be used to train complicated neural networks. The four Python packages discussed here, NumPy, pandas, scikit-learn, and PyTorch, are interoperable in that they work together. So that's it for this lesson on resources. The key points being that NumPy and pandas are the main libraries for scientific computing, and that scikit-learn and PyTorch are two good options for machine learning in Python. Don't you dare leave. We're about to get started on the programming in the next video.